All right, all praise to the Most High, man. I'm with my brother Ahava, man. You know, first let's talk about your podcast real quick. Shout it out so everybody know where to come find you at on YouTube.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Y'all can check me on YouTube at GRLA Pod. One there, I host a dating show called Blind Dating Faith, and also host Hebrew Anonymous on my YouTube channel.
Okay, all praises, all praises. So we're here to talk about a book that you wrote, right? Which is really a major accomplishment. Many people say they're gonna venture out and write a book, but few people actually complete the process of writing a book.
Right.
So first, let's talk about what your book is called and the inspiration behind it.
Yeah. So my book is called. Let me bring it up real quick. Salakia. So my book is called Pre For Your Thoughts, Line Upon Line, a little there, a little. And the reason why I even wrote a book is because I consider myself an individual, like so.
Okay.
So I do a lot of Sakari and from like UPK. So like when I reached out to different camps, not saying your camp, I haven't asked you for a Precept book, but a lot of people that's not in camps, we don't have like anything to go by but the Bible. So like I've been in the truth for about like 8 years now, and but I just never like committed to a camp. So people like us, we needed a Precept book that we could push the truth to. You know what I mean? So like when we talking to our family members, and like they might hit us with a bunch of like scripture, all that, to like look for ourselves. So what I did was I put the time in, put the work in, watched all the videos, and got the correct breakdowns and put it in the book for everybody.
Okay. Okay. Where available at?
Y'all can get it on Amazon. And I also what I want to say is I got a deluxe version coming out.
Okay.
So this is just the foundation, and y'all know, like, like when you buy like an album, like, somebody might put the album out, and come out with the deluxe version. So like that's what I'm doing with with this. So like the deluxe version, it's basically gonna have the same chapters in this, but I'm also add more perception based on videos I've been constantly watching, doing my research on, and I'm also add more topics to it.
Okay.
Such as like if I could, I'm gonna add chapters like marriage. Like I'm gonna break down marriage, like the 3 ways you can get married. I was also promoting the book on Lions Den, and a sister asked in the chat was like, okay, so you broke down what makes a virtuous woman. So she was like, you know what I'm saying? So like, what makes a virtuous man? So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna put that in the deluxe version. So like, I still got to build up on it.
Yeah.
But I did it all by myself. But this go around, you know what I'm saying? I got my buddy Zedekiah. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna help me with the deluxe version.
Okay. All praises. All praises. So, you know, how was it navigating the last 7 years in the truth, kind of not being in camp, just trying to fit, you know, find info right that was making sense, up, etc.
It was extremely easy because you know what I'm saying, because like watching you and watching you not changing up for all them years and watch you debate and everything. So like I knew that you had a real solid foundation. So like, you know what I'm saying? So watching the whole Sakari movement and watching y'all understanding, y'all going into the Greek and all that, like that helped me establish that y'all were like, you know what I'm saying, like the truth with the information bringing out. You know what I mean? And also scripture breakdown classes with UPK, watching General Muhammad, that's it. And, you know, so I mean that's it. So like, you know what I'm saying, if y'all watch Sakari and all that, you know what I mean, like this, you know what I'm saying, like this is the truth that's in this precept book.
Okay, so is there any controversial doctrines or anything like that that you have in there as far as breakdowns and precepts that may not be in alignment with everybody else, or may kind of raise some eyebrows to the reader?
Yeah, so one topic that I put in my book is the Sabbath, of like how the Sabbath serves you and how you serving the Sabbath.
Okay.
So I do teach that you can buy and sell on the Sabbath.
Okay.
And like you know, understand, like I said, with the deluxe version, you know what I'm saying, Zedekiah is still building on the breakdown, but I got the breakdown in this book. You know what I mean? But I mean, like, if I could just touch on it.
Go ahead.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm also heard you teach before, like there were like different camps in the Bible or throughout the Bible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like even like the spirit of Moses. You said something about how like the Most High gave the spirit of Moses, and Moses cast the spirit to all these different elders.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? So like, you know what I mean? So like different Bible and Nehemiah, you know, he's, you know what I'm saying, people that were under, but camps don't follow what other camps is teaching too, even today. So that was same thing going back then, and, you know, and I put it in the precept book.
Okay, so that's the perspective. Okay, interesting. With that being said, so that's the only like big eyebrow raiser that's probably up in there.
That you could buy and sell on the Sabbath, yeah, and for the most part, everything else is, you know, basically like me learning from that's in there, you know. So like you're gonna get the Trinity breakdown. You know what I mean? You're gonna get the
That's important because they trying to come and, you know, a lot of people are getting attacked with that Trinity right now. You know, I think that the community is, and that's why attacks are rampant right now. You know what I'm saying? There's a definite vulnerability in the community, and they're trying to attack what they feel like are their strongest points, which is one of them. You know what I'm saying? So that's good that you got that breakdown.
Man, I got a lot of shit. I got some clout chasing. Well, I actually did a topic on clout chasing too, because that's what's crazy going on right now. You know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying? So like, so I got the clout chasing up in there, precepts on death. You know what I mean? Because, you know, people throughout the year, you know what I'm saying, like in our lives, especially people that I personally.
That's important, yeah, for
you know
sure.
What I mean? So like, you know, we need to know how to deal with depression out there. So that's a book. I got to reincarnate
going to benefit the most from this book?
I believe, I believe people that's in camps and people that's not in camps, but specifically people that's not in camps, because we don't necessarily have someone that we could reach out to and be like, hey, I need some understanding on this. Because I'm glad you asked that. Because with the Precept book, I actually add the commentary in there also.
So it ain't just the precept, just the commentary, the breakdown. People can read along and understand.
Yeah. So like, whatever verse I put on there, I come up there, put parentheses, and I break it down. You know what I mean? And some of the breakdowns you might, what I'm saying, if you was to read it, you might be like, damn, that's what I said. Yeah, because I basically copied the video in there. But what I mean?
But that's good, because we have a lot of videos, and this community really has been based off of videos a lot. But it's very important that we get it down in a written format so people can read it and understand as well. Because everybody can't always consume it on video, and everybody also doesn't learn the best from watching a video. Some people learn better when they're reading. You see what I'm saying? And it's kind of broken down concisely. You know what I mean? So that's a good thing.
Yeah. And it was something else I kind of wanted to touch on too. Like, also wanted to kind of touch on, like, when I was talking about the clout chasing precepts. You know what I mean? Like I did that because this community, like, you know what I'm saying, it's not helpful. You know what I mean? Everybody just clout chasing off the biggest bully and all of that. So, you know what I mean? So, like, I reached out to a couple of people, to like try to get some exposure for the book. And you know what I mean? And I'm sitting next to GRLA Hebrew, you know what I mean? Like, I hit him up and he responded back, gave me his phone number, we chopped it up, and I'm sitting right here pushing the book for our community.
That's
you know what I mean? So like it's crazy, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy because, like, to me, I'm like, you know what I'm saying, who am I? But, being able to sit next to you, it's like, it don't matter how small, how big you are, like, you know what I'm saying, you real like that.
Yes, sir, all the way.
So, like, also kind of wanted to, I just want to say the water to that, you know what I mean?
Praise.
You know
it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing on the board. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing. What I was gonna say, okay, so let's talk about your podcast too. Like, what's up with this blind faith, blind dating? How is that going? Where did that concept come from, etc.? I be popping in, checking them out sometimes for sure.
Oh yeah, hey, I appreciate that. Yeah, so the inspiration behind blind dating faith, basically, like, the Hebrew Israelite community content, it just got so recycled.
Facts.
Recycled with the same content.
Same thing, over and over.
With the same like news article breakdowns. Y'all throwing the same scripture at the same type of article. The white man, the white man doing the mass shootings at the church or school. It's the same stuff.
Yeah.
The same debate content. So
sure.
So with me, it's like I ain't never wanted to be on the internet, but I had a couple of ideas, and I was like, you know what, like I was actually prospecting for a break-off camp of yours.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I came with them with some ideas of, like, specifically, I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, we could do the street teaching, but we could also do, like, some couple therapy, you know what I mean? And, like, since you an elder, I was like, like, how about we go to the people's houses, film it from start to finish, and then, like, we give them couple therapy, and then, you know what I mean, and then we do the judgment and follow up with them, and they were like, nah, we ain't trying to do that. I'm like, damn, so if I join this camp, all we gonna do is being out here on the street corner going back and forth with women and people that don't believe. So you know what I mean? So, like, that wasn't really fitting to me because I wanted growth.
Yeah, we need that. And that's what I've been trying to tell people. Ain't paying attention, but we've been doing that a long time. The elders going back. I mean, we go back to Bivin, they go back to 69. That's been a program, that's been a format since 1969. Ain't nothing wrong with it. And we're not abandoning it. Nobody's saying abandon it, but we have to expand. There has to be more. There's all this wide world of stuff to do. Why are we doing it,
Yeah, because we could reach through entertainment.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Honestly, the way I came into the truth, I seen somebody hitting a bong on live, smoking weed, and then, like, he got some trolls in there, and he going at them with the Bible, flipping on them, hit a puff and block them. I'm like, damn, who the hell you? And then I then I ended up hitting him up, And he told me, yeah, I'm a Hebrew Israelite. So I started looking into it, and that's how I even came across the card, because he mentioned y'all name. So, you know what I'm saying? So, like, it was through that. But anyway, Blind Dating Faith, I appreciate it. So, like, you know, I watch a lot of reality dating shows. You know what I mean? But I'm like, so, like, you know what I'm saying? How can we put a Hebrew spin to it? So, like, that was the aspiration for it. And, you know, I got about like 7, 8, 9. I probably got like 9 episodes now of Blind Dating Faith, putting people together and actually talk. You know, I actually done named about 2 women, because they had a regular name, and I was trying to just use Hebrew names. Like 2 episodes, I actually named 2 of the women, and you know, just trying to bring relationships into the community. You know, something to watch as like a dating show. And then I got I'm actually working on what I was trying to do with the breakoff camp, about marriage boot camp. And you know, like, obviously I would be the, you know, like the host, and like the mediator between the two. So I'm also working on a Hebrew I'm also working on a Hebrew marriage boot camp. And I got this one couple I'm trying to get on the show. But you know, like, sometimes relationships be too far gone, but I'm trying to save it. So Hebrew, you know what I'm saying, Hebrew boot camp, I'm trying to do that. And I got Hebrew Anonymous too on my YouTube.
What's the concept behind Hebrew Anonymous?
Hebrew Anonymous is where anybody could come on the show that's a Hebrew Israelite, or, you know, or basically a Hebrew Israelite could come on the show. They don't gotta show their face, and they could just talk, have been going through in the community recently.
The church trauma. That's what it is. It's just church, just the same thing as church trauma. It's just the Israelite church trauma now. You know, it's just transferring over.
So recently, hopefully, I ain't gonna say his name, but I got, you know, well, I got a couple of episodes where some brothers from the UPK are getting exposed, but the brother not showing his face. So like, so it's an open outlet. You know what I mean? You can come on, say your truth, and you don't got to worry about being exposed. And I got some more episodes I'm working on trying to get them on. So that's Hebrew Anonymous.
All praise. So I mean, you know, what's clear is that you about growth, expansion, elevation. You know what I mean? Of this truth, this information it's necessary in 2025 that we got brothers who are thinking like that. You know what I'm saying? Because, like you say, everybody is stagnated, just doing the same old song and dance, falling into a routine, falling into this routine, you know, this dogmatic, unbreakable routine, and not realizing that it has a cap. People don't see that this stuff is capped out. You know what I mean? We've exhausted that. There are so many more things that we can venture into. You know what I'm saying? And if people are closed-minded, they're not going to do that, and they're not going to see the elevation that the Most High really has for them, and it's really requiring us. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I mean, like, when I look at Sakari, it's like y'all, you know, I don't want to make it sound bad, but y'all bring the world into the truth.
That's right.
And, you know what I mean? And that's kind of what I'm trying to do with, like, what I do on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I could say I learned from y'all when it comes to that, you know, and that's the only way I know how to teach or like, you know, put my brick in.
That's important though, and I'm glad that you picked up what we was putting down as far as that goes, because everybody doesn't. A lot of people are, you know, simple as hell. You know, people are mad. You know, I had a clip with Traveler Ross recently, and everybody only talk about the first thing I said. They ain't talk about the whole rest of the video. They only talk about the first thing I said, not realizing that first thing I said, how many fish that caught just off of me saying it, only for me to finish out with, well, how do you do these things? How do you manifest things in your life through keeping the commandments of God? Nobody cared about that part. You see what I'm saying? These people are slow, but that's all right. We're gonna let them be slow, you know. And brothers like yourself and myself, in the spirit, you know, compelled by the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, we're gonna be progressive in the elevation of this information, you know, because it's bigger than this bubble where niggas is trying to function. And like you said, this thing got repetitive. We just doing the same stuff. Everything is the same there. Every time I go look, oh, ain't nothing new happening. Cool. I know I'm back to whatever the hell I'm doing, because there's new stuff going on over here. It's new frontiers. It's new land to conquer over here. It's the same song over there right now. You know.
I mean, also, if I could add, so like even with Blind Dating Faith, man, like when it comes to the Sabbath, because I do it on the Sabbath. Man, do you know I had men saying, "Oh, it's the Sabbath. I don't know if I can do that." I'm like, "What you mean?" Like, all right, so like, what are you doing all day on the Sabbath? You just sitting in your bed all day watching TV. You mean tell me that I found you a date? You know, like, you know,
and it's not even a real date. You ain't got to take her out nowhere.
Yeah,
you be sitting on the computer right now.
Yeah, you sitting on the computer, and brothers like, you know what I'm saying, oh, it's the Sabbath, you know what I'm saying, maybe Sunday. I'm like, bruh, she said she available Saturday. That's her day off. You know what I mean? So, like, this whole Sabbath thing, like,
that's when it get too much. It's like what Creflo say, you weren't even allowed to use the bathroom on the Sabbath. Where is that written?
Yeah,
I need to see where I missed that precept. That's not in the precept book.
Yeah, it is. I definitely break that down. You know, Sabbath, you know what I mean? Because
for years we was taught, you know, you couldn't have no sex on the Sabbath.
Yeah.
We kind of find out, well, where is that? That's not nowhere.
Right. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's, you know, now what you just said, I got to add it to the deluxe version because this is the foundation of what I'm building to. And like, you know, like off, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure I could text you.
Yeah,
and then like we could like, you might not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know you don't agree with the you could buy and sell on the Sabbath, but I would still like to like pick your brain
about it. For sure, 100%.
You know what I mean? Yeah, so yeah, man, like it's crazy, you know, like brothers act like they don't like walk their dog so their dog can take a shit outside on the Sabbath.
You
know what I'm saying, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Come on the show, you know what I'm saying? Meet your hopeful wife, your rib or whatever on the Sabbath.
You know you need a rib.
What the hell y'all doing? You know what I mean? So like like it's just crazy because like at the end of the day, like before you found out you was an Israelite, you know what I'm saying? Like you was doing something on the Saturday. You can't tell me you get so religious on the Saturday that you don't do nothing.
Yeah,
like,
at all.
It's just the brainwashing that I don't get with you know, Israelites out here.
Yeah. That's the problem. Like you said, the brainwashing and the stuff that the additional the rules. That's the problem. Niggas are creating and manufacturing rules that aren't in the book, and they're holding everybody to that standard. And you can't hold me to that standard. Like, that's not in the book, fool. So you can't tell me I'm wrong now. You know, you can't tell me I'm wrong for doing something just because you don't like it or you wouldn't do it. Because that's a lot of people, a lot of things with me, people don't got book, chapter, verse. All they got is, well, I wouldn't do it. I don't think that's right. I don't feel like that's in the spirit. Okay, well, that's personal, nigga.
Yeah.
I clearly disagree with that, you know? But in this community, niggas make their own rules, but it's no different than the Christian church. Because the Christian church will tell you that cussing is a sin or drinking is a sin. Well, where is that at?
Yeah.
We know those precepts don't exist that say any of those things. But they'll tell you that because it's based upon whatever standard that they invented in their mind. And that's why we got to get back. See, Yahushua, he said something so powerful. He said, my judgment is right because my judgment is not my own. It's I own what I see the Father do, that's what I do. And that's what is the key core of his teaching, is getting back to what did the Most High say? What did Yahweh say? What is his commandments? That's what we have to enforce. That's what we have to live our life by, not by nobody else. You see what I'm saying? But instead, niggas create shit and just enforce it. And now we arguing about niggas' opinions, pretty much.
Yeah. That's why, you know, in the precept book, I got the book, chapter, verse, then I got the commentary after it. So it ain't just like a, you know, niggas reading a Peter Pan book.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Nah, book, chapter, verse, commentary after. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, bro. Like, is there anything you want to get off your chest while we here?
Nah, man. I mean, I think I got it off a little bit, just kind of airing a little bit of that. You know, I've been speaking on it a little bit here and there. You know, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. These niggas gonna keep watching and keep hating. We know that. That's automatic. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got nobody else to watch. You know what I'm saying? Right. All this shit they got going on boring.
Yeah.
I can't even look at this shit.
You know what it is? Because people can't control you.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
That's problem right there. Yeah.
People can't control. And for all y'all women out there that, you know, that fucking follow what a man say, that's just the internet. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, have your own mind on, you know what I'm saying? If you fuck with somebody, knowledge, watch that person.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Just because somebody trying to make everybody hop off the bandwagon, you know what I mean? Have your own mind. Like, that's just the internet, man.
Yeah, and people, you always have to, If you follow the Bible, right, there's a scripture in Sirach. It speak on, you know, when you counsel with somebody, know what they need, know what they want, know what their motive is, know what their agenda is. When you hear people talking about people, think about what that individual's motive is for talking about that person, right? What do they have to gain? Where is they skin in the game in this situation? And if you look at quote unquote Hebrew Israelite leaders who are downing other Hebrew Israelite leaders, well, the motive is simple. The motive is get the niggas that's following. That's the whole motive. It's not rocket science.
Yeah.
That's elementary school what's going on in that situation.
Yeah.
And the fact that people can't see it or they're acting blind to it, like we were born yesterday or something.
Yeah.
It's mind-boggling to me, but you know, it is what it is. The Most High said the deceiver and the deceived is his, you know?
Yeah. For me, it just I mean, it just go back to high school for me.
Yeah,
you know?
it's because that's what this shit is. A rerun of that.
A girl just, I mean, a nigga just want to, you know, take your girl or take your clout. And, you know, in the real, well, in the Israelite world, they want to take your clout. In the world of, you know, the world, they just want to take your girl.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And like for me with this Precept book, you know, that was an extra question you asked earlier. But with this Precept book, like who would benefit the most? You know what I mean? It just hit me basically. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all the people that's in high school that actually like, you know what I'm saying, that fucking play ball and everything. You know, and like I'm the nigga that could play ball, but I just ain't want to do the practice. So with the Precept book, you know, I watched y'all, studied y'all, and I wrote the book. You know what I mean? I mean, like I could play ball, I could play with y'all, but the coach wanted me to practice. I ain't want to come out here and do all the practicing. So I just wrote the book. You know what I mean? And that's Precepts for Your Thoughts. Here a little, there a little. You know what I mean?
So tell them one more time where we can get it. Tell them the price point too, so they know.
Man, $15 on Amazon.
And they're gonna get a digital, hard copy. What is it?
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, so on Amazon, Precepts for Your Thoughts, line upon line, here a little, there a little, or just type my name, Ahava Yahweh, and this is going to be the ebook. But the deluxe version, it's going to be paperback and ebook.
Oh, praise.
You know what I mean?
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. We finna get about it here, man. Brother Hava got a book. Definitely check it out, man. If he was going off of my breakdowns, trust me, there's great information in that book, man. All praise to the Most High.